those, are tough because they're explosive touchdowns. And for us, I'll just echo for Coach what Coach said. I think our guys played hard. Those three explosive plays, led to 21 points, and that becomes hard because it runs. And you're talking about a game that's in the elements where, man, you got to be able to do, other things offensively, man, and to be able to manufacture points too. So, got creased like a couple of times, man. You see, a guy get turned in the gap. You see a guy, not make the trip. And look, what it comes down to is 11-man football. So, I tell guys, all the time, it takes 11. And we just didn't get it done the way we needed to, like in the run game. Because I thought, for the most part, other than those three runs, when you shut it down. But, you can't shut down the run when you allow three explosive touchdowns.
Was there any common thread to those three touchdown runs?
Nah. One was, a quarterback design, run, popped the back out, got us to empty. The box was like, we told the backer to slide and still keep vision. He slid, but he didn't keep vision, and it slides out, and we didn't knock it down. The other two, man, guys get turned out of gaps on patient running by the running back, and maybe they get out the gate, but you're expecting, a second level guy, but the second level guy got caught in the same gap as another player that got washed. So, again, I mean, you see the game, really in real time. You see it for what it is. I'll go back and I'll watch the tape. But, I thought, like we were sound in what we were doing. Man, you just looked up and, they made a play we didn't. That's reality.
You guys play so well for all but three plays. How defeating can those three plays be?
Hey man, we talk about working not to get frustrated and just working on the fix. I thought every time those things happen, man, we had to come back with a fix. Got to give you guys answers, like to what happened. And the good thing was, guys were owning up and accountable. Like for what happened on a couple of those plays. So it sort of is what it is, man. You just go at the fix, and what we're trying to do is get the ball back to our offense so our offense can go score. So, I mean, you don't have time to wallow in that. It's just at the end of the game, it just, mounts, and there's just not enough there to win it. And that's what it came down to. They made more plays than we did.
It's the end of your first regular season with this gig. Any overarching takeaways that you've learned since becoming Oklahoma State's DC?
Yeah, man, just get better. I mean, we talk about the get better. The get better is not just in the playing, man. It's in the coaching too. You look at things, man. You'll get a chance to self-scout. I'll get a chance to self-scout with the staff, and we'll look at where we're at. Man, I'm proud of these players. Considering, man, the loss of a Trace Ford, man, a Tyler Lacey. Okay, man, and guys having to jump in and play pivotal roles this year up front. An area that we thought would be extremely strong, got extremely thin pretty fast late in the season. And so, like for us, like what you do is, man, you don't make excuses. Okay, what you do is, man, you are what you are. Okay, we are where we sit right now. The lucky thing is, man, we do have a bowl game, and that gives us an opportunity to get a couple of guys healthy. Man, see what the self-scout tells us, and I think after we come out of self-scout situations, I think we're pretty good at being able to see exactly where we're at. So what we'll do is take these 2 weeks of bowl practices when we come back, and let's push it towards like what we need to do, and let's go get a bowl win, because that's where it's at.
Derek, to be in one place coming out of the win over Texas
Yeah.
a little over a month ago to how you finished since then, does that make things, circumstances being what they are, injuries being what they are, to fan base that's been spoiled a little bit the last few years, do you understand there'll be frustration over what could have been and
Yeah.
what became this season?
Yeah, there's always going to be like frustration, like behind, like what could have been, right? I mean, I coach young people, like much like Coach. I'm responsible for, man, making sure that young people like know and understand. Did you give your best? Okay, did you give your best? If you gave your best when your best was needed, okay, like we can fix the rest. I mean, it's I get it. Fan bases will be, like a little upset. Hey, I mean, my shoulders got to be big enough to handle like whatever, like comes my way. I'm good with that. But again, I'm responsible, much like Coach, for making sure that young people have a good journey. Okay, did we coach them right? Did we take care of them? Did we try to do the best we could to put them in position to be successful? I believe we did. So now what you do is, man, you get them back on the bus. Okay, man, we get ourselves a little bit of rest, and then we line back up to play one more game, because that's what we've earned. And there's a lot of schools in college football that haven't earned one more game. So we'll take that one last game and let's go.